This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
There's a new wildfire response team in our area. Learn all about it next. Good evening and thank you for joining us at SSPTV News. It's your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information. They call me Ken Kara and I call these your headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. It's an organization that is there to help 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And tomorrow you can help the American Red Cross continue its good work. Tomorrow marks the 3rd annual Red Cross Giving Day. Dave Skutnick is the Regional Communications Manager for the American Red Cross.
American Red Cross Giving Day is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. Typically, when a big disaster is in the news, people don't hesitate to write that check and make a donation to the Red Cross because it's right there at the top of their mind. The money collected on Giving Day tends to help some of those smaller disasters that people don't really see in the news or don't make the big splashy headlines like the house fire that should happen maybe right around the corner from you. Those funds all go to help those families recover from disasters like home fires.
And how can people help out? How can they give?
3 ways to give. You can either call 1-800-RED-CROSS, you can visit us on the web at redcross.org, or you can text the word Red Cross, all one word, to 90999, and that'll make a $10 contribution right from your cell phone.
Here in Northeast PA alone, the Red Cross responded to 128 local disasters in 2016. This Thursday marks the National Day of Prayer, and Victory Bible Church in Junedale will host its annual prayer service this Thursday. The National Day of Prayer is held on the first week of May, inviting people of all faiths to pray for our leaders, nation, and the 7 centers of power: government, media, education, family, church, military, and business. Representatives from throughout the community will recite prayers Thursday at 6 p.m. at the church in Junedale. The public is invited to attend. The investigation continues into the death of a 3-month-old baby girl in West Hazleton. West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio tells our media partner, the Standard Speaker, that Borough Police did respond to a Luzerne County 911 call for an unresponsive baby in the home on Allen Street last Monday. The infant passed away. According to the Standard Speaker, a search warrant was issued for the home. SSPTV News did contact Luzerne County District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis, who told us that she cannot comment on an ongoing investigation. You can read more about the investigation in today's Standard Speaker and at standardspeaker.com. A man who dedicated his life to Schuylkill County has died. Joseph Jones Sr. passed away on Monday at the age of 92. Pottsville Mayor John Riley says that Mr. Jones was Mr. Schuylkill County. Jones was active in many community and economic organizations. He served as the president and director of the Schuylkill Economic Development Corporation for more than 20 years. And he served on the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board for more than 25 years, just to name a few. His many accomplishments were recognized with a variety of awards. Our sincere condolences to the family and many friends of Joseph Jones Sr. 3 fire companies from our area have teamed up to fight wildfires. Lisa Sugart sat down with the team leader of this newly organized unit called the Southern Luzerne County Wildland Crew.
A new coalition has been formed to fight wildland fires. It is called the Southern Luzerne County Wildland Crew. I'm pleased to welcome to our studios the team leader for this organization. It is Ira Gould. Ira, you're not only the team leader for this, but you're a member of the 3 departments, I guess, that are involved in this. So tell us all about it.
Correct. A few months ago, we decided that we would form a team to assist forestry with any forest fires, the larger forest fires out of the area. We cover the Pincott Fire District, that's District 11, and we got together, formed this team. There's 3 fire companies: Harwood Fire Company, Hazel Township Fire Company, and Valley Regional Fire. We currently run 2 heavy brush trucks, 4 light-duty brush trucks, and a personally owned UTV that's set up for forest fires.
Now, for this, did you need any special training, or were you already trained?
Several of the members have been trained. It's called the S130 and S190 class. It's a basic wildland firefighting class and a wildland fire behavior class.
How many members are in this team?
Right now, it's between 25 and 30.
Okay. So now, if you get called into a fire, who calls you in?
DCNR will call us, Department of Forestry. They will call 911 and request our team. We will meet up at a central location and then respond to the scene of the fire.
So now you're the first team like this in the southern part of Luzerne County. So I'm surprised there was never one before this.
There was a forest warden for the area. I'm not really sure how much he did in the past, but we got some guys that are really highly motivated and enjoy doing the forestry work. So figured we'd put a team together and see how it works for our first year.
So now that we're getting into the warmer weather, this obviously is the time of the year that you'll be the busiest.
That's correct. Even though it's a little bit wet out there, it doesn't take long for the 1 hour fuels to dry up. Your leaves, your light brush, your green grass, or your brown grass, I'm sorry. So when the sun's out, the wind's blowing, keep your burning outside down to a very minimum.
Alrighty, if you're allowed to burn at all in your communities. I guess also you're taking the word out to people, you know, what to do. You told me you were going actually door to door with pamphlets, so you're trying to get information out to the public as well.
Correct. Anybody that lives in close proximity to the forest, what we're doing is we're passing out pamphlets for a FireWise program. Basically what it is it tells you how to make your house safe in the event of a wildfire, keeping brush clear away from your house, keeping your gutters clean, things like that.
Is this a really serious problem in our area? Have you seen a lot of this in the past?
There has been some pretty significant fires in the area. Last year we had the Rails to Trails fire. I believe that was 100 acres, somewhere around there, if I'm recalling correctly. That one didn't have any urban interface, which is, you know, in close proximity to houses. But there was one in Whitehaven that was pretty significant. So getting the word out there to people how to keep their house protected is a big key, and it's going to help us greatly.
And if people want more information on your organization or more advice, who do they contact?
They can contact any one of the 3 participating fire companies, Hazel Township Fire Rescue, Harwood Fire Company, or Valley Regional Fire Rescue.
All right, very good. Well, congratulations on your new effort. It's nice to see that we have such a team in our area. Hopefully, their help is not needed, but when it is, they are there to protect us.
Thanks, Lisa. The crew's main coverage area is the Pinchot Fire District, but they may be called statewide in the event of a very large fire. Also, several crew members are working towards becoming certified nationally to respond to wildland fires all over the country. And finally, don't forget to like us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/SSPTV News. Click our notifications for our latest updates. Well, ahead in sports, a special preview of the Season 3 finale of Out of Left Field. Learn what it's like raising a very successful athlete in just a bit. And coming up next, the Standard Speaker's Outdoor Reporter will talk about Earth Day.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The Survivors After Suicide Loss Support Group meeting set for tonight has been canceled. This is a no-fee open grief group that welcomes survivors at any stage of their grieving process. The group meets every second and fourth Tuesday of each month from 6 until 7:30 p.m. at Catholic Social Services in Hazleton. Again, tonight's meeting is canceled. Right now, let's head back outdoors with Standard Speaker reporter Kent Jackson.
Volunteers wearing gloves and bright vests picked up litter in Hazleton and across the state last weekend. They joined the Great Pennsylvania Cleanup. In the Hazleton area, the Chamber of Commerce has organized the cleanup since 1983. This year, the cleanup occurred on Earth Day, and removing trash is an honorable way to observe Earth Day. Not only does the effort make roadsides, parks, and lots look better, it sets an example. When you're outdoors, leave the place better than you found it. Picking up trash once a year, of course, isn't a sufficient way to clean the planet. Even when we discard waste responsibly, the trash piles up in landfills. To have less trash, buy less stuff. Show favoritism when shopping toward goods that have less packaging or use recycled or sustainable materials. Recycle what you can, have a garage sale, donate clothes and household goods. Find a friend who can use what you no longer need. We're also trashing our planet in ways that are harder to notice than a beer can along a highway. Traces of medications washed down the drain show up in drinking water. Endocrine disrupting compounds found in some pharmaceuticals, plastics, and pesticides are among the causes suspected in the die-offs and deformities found in smallmouth bass on the Susquehanna River since 2005. Emissions from our vehicles, homes, and workplaces include particles that contribute to asthma and other health conditions, and they include carbon gases that most scientists believe are changing our climate and conditions for living things. Even if you think the science is bunk, you can save money by using less fuel. Look for efficiency when buying your next vehicle or appliance. Unplug appliances that continually draw power from tiny lights or clocks. Consider power generated by the sun or wind when shopping for electricity suppliers. I found renewable sources within a few tenths of a cent of the price of other electric sources. Combined errands so you make fewer car trips. Take a bus if it's practical. Walking or bicycling makes you healthier and does the same for the air. Saving water saves money too. Take shorter showers. Turn off the faucet when brushing your teeth, or water flowers early in the morning or near dusk so the water doesn't evaporate. Like the volunteers who keep Pennsylvania beautiful, using your resources wisely is another way to pitch in.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
Forever showing our support for Joe Madden and the Cubs, Hazleton was a sister windy city today. Wow, it was intense at times. Here's our local forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, rain before 10 p.m., then scattered showers after that, low around 52 degrees. New precipitation amounts between 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch possible. Over the next 4 days, Wednesday mostly cloudy with a high near 67. Wednesday night partly cloudy, low of 55 degrees. Thursday will hit near 73 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Thursday night, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, low of 57. For Friday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high in the mid-70s. Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 59 degrees. For Saturday, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny, high of 78. And then at night, we're up to a 40% chance of showers. It will be mostly cloudy with a low of 59 degrees.
We're happy to be outside here in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. We're here at Edgewood by Sand Springs. We're back with Samantha. And, we're going to focus on grooms today because they don't have a lot of a say, I don't think, but they have some say, right?
Most grooms just tell me when to show up and I will be there. So normally, they do not have too much to say, but any input that they have for the wedding day, we're happy to listen to.
Well, it is their day too, in fairness. And lots of the grooms, they don't take a lot of time to get ready like the women do. So you have golf, and that's a big draw for the grooms.
Absolutely. So obviously we sit right here on our beautiful golf course. What's so awesome is that our grooms actually golf for free. So we do have a special rate also too for their groomsmen, which is $25 for greens and cart fee too. So something fun for the guys to do, whether it be the week of the wedding or the morning of while the girls are getting ready, send them right on their way. They have a good time.
All right. And also women, we didn't forget about you, the brides and the moms and all the people that are coming to the wedding. Look around at all of the good opportunities for pictures. I mean, you don't have to go off site. You can take all of your pictures right here.
Absolutely. So what's really great about our scenic location is there's so many different spots that you can go on the golf course for awesome pictures. We do always make sure to get enough golf carts ready for however many people are in the bridal party, including the photographers, the bride and groom. We kind of send you on your way. What's really nice too is we like to invite any photographers down who would like to, the week of the wedding, kind of come down and scope out some locations too. So we're more than happy to accommodate them that way, whether you go right in front of the pond or over to the bridge that we have here. Tons of great picture locations.
Very good. Join us every week right here on SSPTV News.
Thanks, Janine. And the construction continues at Edgewood by Sand Springs in Drums. The area's newest wedding and banquet facility has started construction of a lavish new on-site ceremony location. This beautiful site will offer seating for up to 200 guests and breathtaking views of the mountains and fourth hole on the golf course. Located adjacent to the cocktail patio, this new addition will give couples and their guests the convenience of a ceremony, cocktail hour, and reception site all within feet of one another. Construction will be completed by early June. Stay tuned for weekly updates. Let's move on now to our midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 2, 1, 4, pick 3, 6, 1, 5, pick 4, 9, 8, 5, 5, and pick 5, 7, 7, 9, 3, 3. When we come back, what is it like watching your son or daughter compete for a state championship? Sports is next.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
The season finale of Out of Left Field will air on Monday at 8 p.m. here on SSPTV. Our final sports show of the season will have stories about the Hazleton Area High School softball team's autism awareness game and a look at how local triathlete Frank Romero mixes art and athletics. Plus, there's a story about parents of athletes who compete at very high levels. Here's a little preview of that one. It was Will Smith who once said, "Parents just don't understand." Parents of highly successful athletes may not know exactly what their kids are going through, but they are there for them on every step of the journey. And it's not all gold medals, trophies, and pizza parties. There are some great views from the rarefied air where these athletes travel, but it takes a lot to get there, and it seems to hurt even more when you fall from such heights. Marion sophomore Danny Berlitz was the #1 seed coming into the AA state championships in the 200 IM and the 500 freestyle. He finished the 200 IM thinking he just won a state silver medal, only to find out he was disqualified. It was ruled he didn't touch a wall with two hands at a point in the race.
It crushed him. I mean, we came home in a hotel room that night, and there wasn't many words exchanged. You know, he just said, "I feel like they took something away from me." And he was upset, and he talked to my wife on the phone and talked to his brother also. And I think from us just being tight and always being there, no matter if it's 4:30 in the morning, if it's 9 o'clock at night driving home, all those car rides that me and him spent together talking about everything under the sun, I think that really played a part where him saying, "You know what, tomorrow I'm gonna make this happen, no matter what. If it's first, second, or third, I'm gonna give it everything I have." And I really think us being that tight of a family, we just kind of came together and it just worked out great.
The day after the disqualification, Berlitz jumped in the pool for the 500 freestyle final.
It was extremely close. It was through the whole entire race. It was extremely close, and at the very end, you couldn't tell who won. So we had to wait until it got put on the board, and then there was a 1 behind his name, and oh my goodness, my heart just pounds and I sweat, and sometimes I don't even watch. I put my head down because I just get so nervous. Though whatever he does, I'm just super proud of, but I get very nervous. Yes, it's hard being a parent watching it.
When he turned and made eye contact with us, you know, and he gave us that nod, it just was, it's unbelievable. I don't even know what to say right now. It's amazing. You could tell he got some self-gratification knowing he could have did it. And in my heart thinking, you know, all these times we're together, all those things, ups and downs, it all came together and it all worked out great.
Jimmy Hoffman finished second in the state at the AAA level at 132 pounds in wrestling his junior year. He was laser focused during his senior year to win gold. He made it all the way back to the championship bout, but fell just short after a tough match. His dad, Jim Hoffman, is also one of his coaches.
Well, I mean, we talked about that a lot. You know, I just said to him, when the dust settles, you got to be proud. I said, I'm super proud of you. I said, you know how many kids could honestly say they made it to the state finals in Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania is one of the toughest states wrestling. It's one of the highly recruited states in the country for college, Division I college programs. So I said, there's not many kids could say or have done what you have done. And I said, you got to be super proud of that.
The Hazleton Area High School's all-time wins leader was able to walk in the PIAA's Parade of Champions 2 years in a row.
When the lights go out and they call your name and you watch those kids walk out and you watch the coaches walk out and it's on the Jumbotron up there, I said, that is unbelievable. When Jimmy took me there as a junior and they announced his name and I walked him out behind him watching him on the Jumbotron, then watching me, the chills is unbelievable. That is the greatest experience in the world, and I'll never forget that. And then he took me there again as a senior, did the same thing for me. Said, that is unbelievable just to be on that stage.
Watching his son make it to the state championship bout for the second year in a row had to be a great moment. But Hoffman is most proud of his son for something he did earlier in his senior year.
When my father passed there, though, that weekend, and he just wanted to wrestle. He wanted to wrestle for my father, you know, and do it for him. And when he was done, he just sprinted out of the gym, you know, got done what he had to get done, and just got out of there, you know. So I was proud of him to be able to control himself and compose himself and want to do that for his grandfather.
Because in that situation, it kind of happened suddenly that weekend, right? And Jimmy chose to go. What tournament was it?
We were at the conference tournament. Okay. Yeah, the night before we were there till 2 in the morning, and I was there. Jimmy and my daughter left at 2. I came home at 5:30, and I had to have them up to the school for 6:30 to get the bus back out there. So it was a tough, but for me, that was probably one of the most, you know, proud of moments to see what he could do.
To see that full story and so much more, please watch the Season 3 finale of Out of Left Field Monday at 8 p.m. on SSPTV. Right now, please enjoy our social report.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Walk-In Art Center in Schuylkill Haven will be holding their second annual Our Haven Foundation Craft Brew Festival, Saturday, April 29th from 2 to 5 p.m. Over 30 craft breweries will be featured, and all the proceeds are dedicated to the revitalization of downtown Schuylkill Haven. Tickets are $30 in advance or $35 at the door. For more information, check out walkinartcenter.org. And finally, Surviving Together, a support group from the American Cancer Society, will be holding their next meeting Thursday, May 4th at the Geisinger Hazleton Cancer Center. The meeting will be held at 6 p.m. and refreshments will be provided. You must register ahead of time for this event, and registration is due by May 2nd. For info, just call 570-454-4598. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Georgiana Mabel Barney of Lake Harmony. Celebration of Life will be May 12th at the St. Peter the Fisherman Church. Friends may call from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. Leslie J. Boomer of Whitehaven. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. in the Matthew Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 10 to 11 a.m. Judy M. Starak, formerly of Pennsylvania. Services are by the Davis Funeral Home in Las Vegas. Michael J. Zadalis of Somerville. Services were held Tuesday from the Bailey Funeral Home. Constance Carol Halder of the Hazleton area. Funeral is Friday at 10 a.m. from the Harmon Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Jean D. Laura of Upper Saucon Township. Services Friday at 11 a.m. at the St. John's Lutheran Church. Friends may call Thursday from 6 to 7:30 at the Heinzelman Funeral Home and Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. And Joseph Edward P. Kaczynski Sr. of McAdoo. Funeral is Friday at 10 a.m. in the St. Peter and Paul Polish National Catholic Church. Friends may call Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. The Damiano Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Ann Brose of Tamaqua. Ann, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Remember to help out the Red Cross during their Giving Day tomorrow, and remember to watch us tomorrow, 5 p.m. right here and online, ssptv.com. Take it easy, everyone.